guys, this video is for our 2-year-old's room for October. How is it October already? Week 1. We have a new theme, Super Kids. And our bottom line is, who made you do big things? God made me do big things. And our memory verse for the month, be strong and courageous like a superhero. Do not be afraid, for the Lord your God goes with you. Deuteronomy 31:6, one of my favorite memory verses for this age. So, it says, for our little intro, preschoolers love to show adults how big they are. Look at my big muscles. Look how big I can jump. Look at this big bite. We don't have to teach a preschooler to show everyone how big they are. And if we're all honest, there's something deep inside of us that wants to do something big too. We want to show the world that we can do things that matter, things that really matter. Could it be, that we were all made to do big things? We think so, and that's why we have planned an entire month around what being a super kid really looks like. Doing the things God made us to do, and God made us to do big things. So week 1, we are hearing the story of David chosen as king. All month long we're learning about David, and our story focus is God has big things for us to do. So God has big things for us to do. We will dive into the story of David week 1, and we will stay there all month long. David's story is so remarkable that 1 week is just not enough. We begin with David out in the field caring for his family's sheep. Meanwhile, the prophet Samuel is at his house looking over his brothers, hoping to find the next king. And it turns out God has big things for David to do. So jumping into our leader guide, first activity is called Find the King Spoon. So what you've got is a cup with a bunch of spoons in it. Each spoon has, oh, you can't see it. Oh, facing it the wrong way. Has a smiley face sticker on it, and one of the spoons has a smiley face with a crown on it. Oh, it's that one. It's my really good drawing of a crown. So just make sure you take out, so if you only have like 6 kids in the class, just put 6 spoons in here and make sure the one with the crown is in there, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, friends, we're going to find some spoons. I'm going to come around the table with my cup, and you're going to reach in and take a spoon. What do you guys see on your spoon? Everyone has it. Can you find it? Yeah, it's a smiley face. Let me see your guys' best smile. Does anybody have something else on their spoon? Oh, let's look at this, friends. They have a crown. So who wears a crown? A king or a queen? Well, in our story today, we're going to hear about someone who looked and looked for a king. So let's find out what happened. And the next activity that you can do, we have a whole bunch of capes in here. So kids are going to take home a cape this week, and they're also going to take home a cape the very last week. So there's all different colors. You can let kids pick their colors. I would maybe just keep their little mask and just send that home with them, but they can put their capes on to go out to large group. So we've got a little mirror that's going to be set up in your room, and kids can put on their capes and say, you guys look awesome. Let's do some cool super kid poses in the mirror so we look so cool in our capes. Well, today in our Bible story, we're going to hear about a boy named David who was a super kid. And then they can practice flying out to large group. When you get back, you're just going to practice our memory verse with the motions. So all the motions are written on there, and you have it hanging up on your wall, and you'll just close it down by saying, our memory verse tells us that God made us to be strong and courageous and do big things. So who made you to do big things? God made me to do big things. Then the next activity is a little Bible story review, and it says it's called David is King. So you've got these papers right here, and then you'll have these, let me find them. These little David pictures too that will be cut out. My supply prep person just didn't have them back yet. So you're going to give each kid one of the big pages, and after you go through all of the brothers together, so these were all David's brothers, you're going to give them a little David, and you're just going to help them glue it on. And you're going to talk about how God chose David to be king because God had big things for David to do. So you can sit at the table and just say, in our Bible story today, Samuel looked for who God wanted to be the next king. So you're going to point to each brother and say, this one? No, not this one, not this one, not this one. Are there any more brothers? Yeah, there's David. And then you're going to glue David on and say, God told Samuel that David would be the next king. So let's glue David on. And then you're going to say, God had big things for David to do, and God has big things for you to do too. So when I ask, who made you to do big things? I want you to say, God made me to do big things. And you'll just repeat that a couple times. The next activity is called Do Big Things. So you've got some noodles that are up here on your countertop. You're going to hold the noodles parallel above, you're going to need 2 people, above your heads, and have the kids walk under the noodles while they sing the song below. And when you get to the last line of the song, you're going to lower the noodles around the child that's between you and cradle the child in the noodles while using that child's name. And then make sure each kid has turn. So you're just going to play London Bridge. So God made you to do big things, do big things, do big things. God made you to do big things. God made Lola. And then you'll close the noodles over Lola, and then you'll go to the next kid. And then you'll just say, that was so much fun. Who made you to do big things? God made me to do big things. And then the last activity, the kids are going to make a little finger puppet. Let me see if I have these are being cut out too. So they look like this. They'll be cut out for each kiddo. And you're going to encourage kids to put a heart sticker on the inside of the cape, star stickers on the outside, and you're going to show them how to put the cape on their finger, and then give them a smiley face to put on that finger to make it into a superhero. So star stickers, heart stickers, and smiley faces are all up in that little box, and your finger capes will be as well. So you're just going to say superheroes are super cool. So we're going to make a superhero finger puppet. And your superhero is going to wear a cape that we need to decorate. I'll give you another option. They could just decorate their actual capes. I'm not sure how good these stick on or work, but you're more than welcome to do that too, or you can do the finger puppet that looks like this. And you'll just close it down by saying, so today we learned how God chose David to be the next king because of his heart. God chose David to be king and lead the people, and he chose David to do big things. God made us to do big things too. So who made you to do big things? God made me to do big things. And that is it. Kiddos can take home their cape for today. Hopefully we should have enough left for the last week. Then just make sure that every kid, you can kind of ask their parents, did you get a memory verse poster yet? We've got extra September tickets, stickers out on the resource wall, and then kids are going to get their memory verse sticker for October this week. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for serving. I am so grateful for all of you. You guys are such an incredible team. Thank you for serving in Oak Ridge Kids, and we'll see you on Sunday.